Positive Anime Reviews is a review show that is designed for people who aren't very picky about their anime, like me. Most anime I watch ends up in my 5 out of 5 category. My reviews are for those people who are looking for a reason to watch anime rather than hate on it. I am willing to give any and all anime a chance before stating my opinion. Lastly, my reviews are all my opinion and might and or most likely will not match yours. If you don't agree, that's totally fine. Just be respectful in the comment section. Thank you. And as always, possible spoiler warning ahead. Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with another positive anime review. Today we will be I can't even spit out my own intro. Today we will be talking about Sakura Trick. There you go, I can speak sometimes. Anyway, so before we hop right into this one, something you should know obviously in advance, this is a Yuri anime, also known as, and I know I'm gonna crush this and I apologize, Shoujo I think is how you would say that, and that basically means girl love, so it's a Yuri anime, so if you don't like that, I would recommend heading for the hills before I infect you with my love of Yuri anime. Anyway, but if you are still sticking around, then welcome, and I hope you guys enjoy this review. So, obviously, we are reviewing Sakura Trick. Now, this anime aired in winter of 2014, so, it's pretty recent, but not like it was, it's not exactly yesterday. Now, I don't know, honestly, if there is a dub. I lean towards no, but don't quote me on that. There might be a dub. I really don't know, as I watch all of my anime subbed originally. There might be a dub, but I really couldn't tell you. Now, as usual, we will be launching into the synopsis first because it is a fantastic way to sum up any anime, and it's much easier than listening to me specifically do it. Now, as usual, I will probably crush the Japanese names, and I am so sorry. Anyway. Love is in the air when the story of Sakura Trick begins. Haruka Takayama and Yu Sonoda were best friends in middle school and are now attending Misato West High School together. They are assigned to the same class in their first year, but are given seats on opposite sides of the room. If that wasn't enough, it is announced at the entrance ceremony that the school will be closed in 3 years. This doesn't bother either of them, as they still plan on having lots of fun together during their high school years. Haruka gets jealous of Yu making new friends, though, so the two decide to deepen their bond. "Let's do something we'll never do with other girls," Yu says, and they share a kiss in a vacant classroom after school one day. After that, one kiss leads to many kisses, and the two begin to realize that the relationship they share has changed completely. But what will happen to their relationship once a disapproving older sister begins to suspect that something is going on between the two? So, there you go. It's a romance anime, a Yuri romance anime, so obviously it is, fine with me. Now, this is one of the anime that I actually own. Obviously, the last anime we reviewed was Yosuga no Sora, and that anime has high drama. That anime is very high drama, high tension, and although good, and ultimately I like it, and obviously I'm almost positive I gave it a 5 out of 5, but honestly I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, it's very intense and very dramatic. So, on that token, I really wanted to watch something that was very low-key and very fluffy, just like fluff-happy anime. And I was feeling like a romance. I honestly watch a lot of romance anime, and the anime that came to mind was Sakura Trick, because it's one of the ones that I own on DVD, and I know I like it, and so I thought, you know what, let's get this. I know this anime is very just fluff and fun. Now, let me just go back to our little cheat sheet here. So, as far as rating is concerned, this anime is pretty clean. It's just, I would maybe give it a PG-13, maybe, but honestly, barely, maybe. You know what I mean? I'd probably give it a PG-13, but it's pretty tame. There's not really any sexual content. At worst, there's maybe a couple of tiny innuendos, maybe, but honestly, it's pretty low-key, so it's pretty clean, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. Now, the only thing that might bother you the most would be there is obviously a lot of kissing in this anime, and there's a lot of Yuri content. So, but other than that, there's nothing else, and it's pretty clean. So, the whole reason that I was really on board with watching this to begin with is just because I really wanted something really fluffy and really happy. So, and that's what came to mind for this one. So, similar anime, of course, there are a plethora of Yuri anime, and I have probably seen most of all of them, if not all of them. Now, there are other fluffy, just happy anime like this one that But this one, I like it because, like I said, it's fluff. Now, going into our genre here, it is slice of life, comedy, romance, school, shoujo ai, of course. Is again, if that's how you would pronounce it. I'm so sorry if that's not how you pronounce that. Anyway. And so that is the genres. Now, one thing that you should talk about this anime is it's probably a 60-40 split between comedy, like lighthearted comedy stuff, and then 40% more serious, like adorable feels. Now, there is like one or two tiny moments of like actual drama, but it's not even on the same plane as like Yosuga no Sora or other actual drama anime, and it's like resolved in like less than one episode. Like within the episode that it comes up in, it's pretty much solved. So there's like almost no drama to speak of, and so that's a lot of the reason that I wanted to watch it, because I knew it was just fluff and fun. But the other, so like 60% I would probably say is a lot of just like really comedy moments, and honestly it's much more on my level of comedy, because it's not like dumb over the top antics. It's more like it's kind of hard to describe, but it's like kind of adorable, funny comedy that's not so much over the top. It's just more like their dialogue is funny. Maybe that's sort of what I'm looking for, or the moments that they're in are adorable or funny or whatever. So it is comedy, but it's not like over the top. It's not like slapstick comedy or anything. And I'm okay with that. And it's definitely slice of life, obviously. I'm okay with that. Now the other 40% of the time, it has more feels moments, but not so much like I'm crying on the inside feels. It's more along the lines of that is so adorable feels, and I'm okay with that. Now, obviously, there's a lot of moments between our main two characters, which we'll get into in a minute. There's lots of moments between them, and it is so adorable, and your heartstrings are plucked every time, and it's just so cute. I love it to death, and it was very refreshing to have something that was so adorable, considering the last anime we watched was so incredibly intense. But anyway, now season length, it is 12 episodes, and just your normal, episode length, but it is 12 episodes, and there is only one season. I would love another season. I have no expectation of there being one, but I would love one. Now, the other thing I don't know is, I don't know if this is a manga, and if it is, I really I need to read it. I would love it if it is a manga, and if it is, I should check it out. But anyway. But regardless, so going into our next section here is going to be characters. So the character list is pretty small. Of all of the main important characters, there is a few of them, and they're really easy to keep track of. And honestly, all the characters' connection with each other is very, very good. They really do feel like friends, and there's a lot of adorable moments, and it's very, very cute and very lighthearted is going to be just the main theme of this anime. So the most important two main characters are Haruka and Yu. Yu, it's spelled Y-U-U, just in case you were wondering, not like Y-O-U, obviously. But anyway, so those are the main two characters. The anime is mostly about them, but they have a few other characters which are definitely still, I would call, main character material. You other ones is going to be, sorry, let me back up. I keep forgetting that I have to say something more than just the names of the characters. So Haruka is the main red-headed character, and she is slightly taller than you, and then Yu is the main shorter blonde-haired character with the flower hairpins, because there's going to be pictures on it, and so if you happen to see those characters, that's who is who. Okay, so that's the main two. So then your other characters, you have Yuzu and Kaide, or Kade. I can never understand how to say that, but anyway, and those two are both friends, and they're not together. They're just friends. Yuzu is more like, I don't know, it's hard to describe them both, but they're both very just good supportive characters that are just really good, like they're just good friends with everybody else, and they both have a couple of their own like sort of feels moments, which you're like, they're so cute. But Yuzu is like, I guess brown. Again, I'm colorblind here, okay? And so she has like sort of like brown hair, and Kaide is on the student council. She has I think she's shorter than Yuzu, and she has the darker hair between the two. The last two main characters are going to be Kotone. She has the really light, it's not blonde, it's like it's kind of paler hair, and she's really funny. She's much more laid back than the rest of them, and she's adorable. And the last sort of main character is going to be Shizuku. She is probably the shortest of all of them. She has like the darker hair, and she has like the double pigtails, and she is adorable. And so Shizuku and Kotone are together, and then Haruka and Yu are together, obviously. Now, there's a couple of supporting characters, but the only one you should probably know is Mitsuki. Mitsuki is Yu's older sister, and she is the student council president and disapproving of her sister and Haruka's relationship after she begins to suspect things. But she's not like incredibly mean about it, and she very quickly comes to some good realizations. And like I said, the drama doesn't last long, so it is really nice. Now, there's some other supporting characters, but honestly, none of the other ones matter too much, and you will certainly meet them in time. But those are the main group here is the ones that you'll get to know, and it's very easy to tell who's who and to tell everyone apart. Now, my definite favorite character is Haruka. Haruka is obviously the redheaded, taller of the main two, and she's my favorite character. She's so adorable, and she is like obsessed with. She has like such a huge crush on you, and it is so adorable to just listen to her internal her internal commentary for like thinking about you and stuff is adorable, and I love it. Anyway, so Haruka is definitely my favorite character. Now, the animation and music, the music is very lighthearted, and the animation matches it. The animation, it's very, very pretty, it's very sharp. Now, it also, something that this anime does, like many others before it, is that your main characters are all colored and filled out, but some of the time, your background characters are like black and white. Now, some people have a big old problem with that. I don't care at all. Personally, I'm like, look, all we care about is this main group, so who cares what the background people look like? Like, they're only there for us aesthetically, and it's not like that they're not like that all the time. They do have they are animated a lot of the time as well. It's just that sometimes they're like that. The other thing that this anime does is the backgrounds are often, they have like little it's hard to describe, but they kind of have like little dots on them, or it's not an incredibly realistic. It's more like colorful and fluffy and like more comedic sorta stuff like that. But this whole anime's whole theme is lighthearted, so I'm okay with that. Some people did have some problems with they're like, oh, I don't like how the background looks, or I don't like how the people look, but ignore those people because this anime is awesome. So, over the last few reviews, my reviews have been a lot longer. This review is probably going to be on the shorter side because I've seen this anime and it's pretty, because of its lightheartedness, and it's not stressful, that it's easy to get through, and it's the lack of stress makes it a quick watch because you'll just blow through it, and it's just nice, fun fluff to have on, especially if you're doing it to balance out either a very dramatic anime or a really good anime that was very sad, that like really just crushed the feels. I have watched several of those, so I get that. So if you're looking for an anime that's just very simple, very straightforward, not dramatic, and you're looking for a romance and you're not opposed to Yuri, this is the one I would recommend. It's so good. I have seen this anime several times, and it is awesome. So, going to our final rating and recommendation, honestly, what's interesting is I started making the review before I actually decided on my actual score, but I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5. Very good. This anime made no mistakes worth noting and is definitely worth a buy. And absolutely, I think that that's definitely true. It is good. It didn't quite feel right to give it a 6 out of 5 because I do really like it, and Haruka is definitely my favorite character in the show, and I love Yuri anime. But I don't know, it wasn't quite 6 out of 5 material because I don't freak out whenever it's on. It's just a breath of fresh air to have something that's so easy, just a nice, easy, non-stressful watch is a welcome one after you get off something that's pretty heavy. So, and really, that's why I like it, and that's why it's on there. So, anyway, and as far as recommendation goes, that's why I recommend it. It's lighthearted, it's easy, it's stress-free, and it's Yuri, and it's a romance. It's perfect. So, what else could you possibly want in life? So, as far as moving into our next anime, I don't know what I'm going to watch next. I don't know whether I will go into another one that I own or whether I will take this opportunity to I don't know if I'll go into the one that I own or if I will take this opportunity to watch a new one. It did occur to me that because I have some things in the background that I changed. So basically how I write down these anime is I now write like reviewed beside my little written synopsis that I do for my own purposes so I know which ones I've seen. Which anime I've seen. Now, I've been doing that a very long time, but what I added was so I write the word reviewed beside it, and so because I mark them like specially, it makes it easy that I don't have to watch every anime that I have seen and just like remember what I've reviewed. So now because of that, I don't have to watch them in order that they're written on my list. So I don't know if the next one will be the one I've already seen or if it will be one brand new. But whatever it is, we will, discover it together. And we will, have to see what happens. So I don't know what the next one is, but of course we will see. Now, as, anything else? So tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow there will be a regular gameplay part. I don't know if there's going to be a Rise of the Witch King part tomorrow, or if that will be a Saturday thing, or if we will take the weekend off and hop on the whole train Monday. I really couldn't tell you. But we will play it by ear. I'm hoping in the next few days there will be a Rise of the Witch King part. Luckily tonight, obviously today was a back to normal recording day for us, and so because of that, I will have more time tonight, and I can do I will probably do some more play testing on Rise of the Witch King and try to figure out a good map and a good difficulty level for enemies and such things. So be sure to stay tuned for that if you are so interested. Anyway, that is going to call it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Hey guys, Darth Clark here. Oh my gosh, though, what an upset. Darius is like, forget your type advantage, scrub. And look at that stat line. Ooh, sexy. This is your chance, my dude. It's tear gas.
Reznov, save me!
Everyone's rushing. Let's rush too. You could say we're rushing to the objective. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shoot your little toes. You think PETA's gonna come after me for just executing these monkeys for literally no reason at all? Shoot at me, so oh my gosh! Be careful what you wish for, kids. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.